has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Buffalo. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Two times. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 24. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And Singletary has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Flushed out right. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the eye. Middle.
To throw, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Let's go, D. Shift. Monday. Hey, home.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Singletary trying the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alert! Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Alert, alert, alert! Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, he'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Sly set to boot it. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Alert, 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 alert. 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch QB drop.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
My game. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, hold. Get wide. He's checking.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills claw one back. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Key the tight end.
Alert, 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 alert. Run.
36.
Hurry.
Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Pass on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through them right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
First down, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hurry!
49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to 49. 49.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. On play action, Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Check in.
Allen going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Slam.
56.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen on the move to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield on 1st down. Trying to improvise. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Check back 21. Bring it.
To throw, Mayfield. Dumps it off to Fournette. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Hey, alert!
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Just keeping the play alive. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield, and that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hurry! Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Allen rolling to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 97's the mic. 97. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
One final try here for Allen. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry, hurry!
Be ready, be ready.
Real.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike 28. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Check three. Hey, number 20. He's coming.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Singletary, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
Mike, 28. 52.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Allen off the play fake. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
A big play here for Buffalo. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now is Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.